What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I've got another edition of TV Talk, where I review recently released TV shows, and I tell you guys whether they're worth watching, worth waiting for, or worth skipping altogether. In my last video, which I posted probably at this time 3 days ago, I'm recording these back to back, but about 3 days ago, I posted my review for the Twilight Zone, Jordan Peele's new version, Season 1. Now I'm going to do Season 2. So, again, for those of you guys that missed the first video, go back. It's the last video posted on my channel. Go check that out. Of course, again, the Twilight Zone was a late 50s to mid-60s TV series that was an amazing 20-minute weekly anthology with a wrapper around this sci-fi horror universe. It came back in the 80s, came back again in the 2000s, and Jordan Peele executive produced and did the narration, bringing it back in the Rod Serling role in 2019. It had 10 episodes in Season 1 and just came back about 2 weeks ago with 10 new episodes for Season 2. It is a 10-episode season. Every episode ranges from like 38 minutes to 52 minutes, something like that. It usually sits around the 45-minute range. So it is a 45-minute anthology where every episode is different, based around sci-fi horror kind of thing. Some of the episodes are taken from adaptations of the original series. Others are created originally. Each episode has their own writer and director. The only constants are Jordan Peele in the producing and the narration, and some of the production team is the same. And as much as I love Season 1, and I gave that a pretty high grade, I like Season 2 even better. I told you guys in the 10 episodes of Season 1 that I loved 7 out of the 10 episodes. In Season 2, I loved 8 of the 10 episodes. I enjoyed 8 of these. Really good season overall. It does a great job of mixing in the old nostalgia of the original series and updating the episodes for modernization for a new audience. So it's covering current topical stuff while also making it feel like the original show. From the narration to the intro to the wrapper to the choices, everything feels modern. It feels fun, but it also feels like you're watching an original episode in a way. So it blends the two eras very nicely. Just going to talk about each one of the 10 episodes really quickly and break them down here individually. I'm not going to give any spoilers to the ends of the episodes. It is a pretty new series. I will be giving the basic summaries of what the episodes are without spoiling anything too huge, so you can watch freely. But if you want to watch the episodes blind, going in not knowing much about them, pause this video, go check that out. It is available now on CBS All Access, which is like a CBS kind of a Hulu Netflix service. I think it's like between $4 and $6 a month. It's pretty cheap. I watched the whole season on a free preview for the. They give you like either a week or a month free. So I watched it here. Episode 1 starts off hot. It's called Meet in the Middle, and basically it is a guy who telepathically has mind connection with some random stranger in a different part of the world. So he does everything that he can to go and meet her, but is she exactly the person she says she is, and is she as good as she seems to be in his mind? So it's a kind of a Tinder in a different state kind of thing, a telepathic sci-fi connection where this well-to-do guy that really has a hard time with women goes and tries to meet the girl of his dreams in a different part of the world. So pretty interesting, tension-filled episode there. Love the ending of this one. Episode 2 is Downtime, starring Morena Baccarin from Gotham and Deadpool fame. She's excellent. This one is about a woman who gets her dream promotion. Everything in life is coming up her way. Then suddenly she finds out that she is living essentially the life of somebody else. She's signed up for a program that has her living a dream life in a dream state. So she is not exactly the person she thinks she is, and maybe nobody is. So it is another heavy sci-fi product-based one that feels very modern, but also feels like you would see it done in the 50s. Very cool infomercial-style product that causes a change of identity kind of a thing here. Really good episode in this one. Episode 3 is The Who of You, where somebody tries to rob a bank to satisfy his girlfriend and kind of give her the life she wants because he's not doing very well in his life. But he finds that in the heist, he can switch identities with people by looking them directly in their eyes. As he locks eyes with them, he can switch. He can become that person becomes him. So you've got a very Twilight Zone style episode here where you're doing body switching and stuff like that and trying to escape the law and get away with this by switching bodies, but then you're giving up part of yourself in the process. So another very good episode here. Episode 4 is my personal favorite of the series, Ovation it's called. And the director of this is Anna Lily Amirpour. I talked about her. She directed episode 4 in the first season as well. I don't know if all the directors came back for season 2, but she directed a very good episode in season 1. Also directed A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I'm a huge fan of her work. I loved her episode in season 1 and her movie, and I also love this episode. Ovation is about a woman who is a independent kind of singer. She sings with a guitar case out. She's kind of sings sitting down on a stoop, kind of just trying to make ends meet with her voice. Can't really find the connection she needs to make her fame work for her. But she suddenly gets a coin from a celebrity that makes her get cheered endlessly wherever she goes. And she gets all the fame she could ever want, but it becomes kind of too much as the ovation never stops. Very cool price of fame, morality kind of episode here. I really love stuff like this, and Anna Lily did a great job directing. The acting is very strong in this one as well. Episode 5 is called Among the Downtrodden. It is a kind of a witch episode where this girl moves to a new school and she kind of finds some bullies who kind of wind up being friends in a way. She finds that the bully girl kind of just wants to harness her power and kind of hide from the world. And this girl kind of may have powers as well, so her powers connect to the powers of this bully. They become friends and try to discover exactly what the bully's power is. So a lot of witch-style stuff here. Pretty fun episode. Episode 6, I think, was the personal weakest of the series. It is called 8. It's based on cephalopods. It's very sci-fi heavy. It kind of crosses the line for me from horror into sci-fi, which is hit or miss for me. I couldn't really get through this one. I just didn't hold my attention personally. Episode 7 is a human face, where this couple loses their daughter. Their daughter dies. But all of a sudden, based, I think, like in I'm not sure if it's like a crash, some kind of meteor crash or something. But the daughter comes back, kind of an alien form. They know it's a bad force, but it's taken the body, the resemblance of their daughter. So they try to resist giving in to whatever this alien force is looking to conquer. But again, it looks and sounds like their daughter, and they kind of galvanize the family with the presence of this daughter-like force back. So do you sacrifice everything and risk giving things away to get your daughter back, or do you realize that she's gone forever and kind of live your life kind of shattered? So it's a really cool morality tale in that one. Episode 8 is called A Small Town. This is a really fun one as well. The kind of the mayor of the town passes away, so the husband tries to keep her honor as the town goes to crap in her memory. But they have a diagram up in their kind of attic of their townhouse, and the things that he does on the diagram of the town happen in the real life town. So you've got another sci-fi aspect here where he does things to the model and things happen in real life, for better or for worse. Does the price of fame here, or anonymity, does it take its toll on him? So it's a very character-heavy, interesting, powerfully acted episode there. Episode 9 is a personal favorite of mine. It's called Try, Try. And it stars, I forget the guy's name. He was in Spider-Man, and he was Eric Foreman in that 70s show. Really good actor, quirky guy. I like him a lot. It's called Try, Try, and it is this guy who saves this girl's life from a train, or oncoming train or bus, basically. And they go into this science museum to kind of see different art pieces and stuff like that. They connect and come to realize this is not the first time they've been on this date. So you have the time-lapsing kind of Groundhog Day recurrent time theme, which winds up kind of really being sinister and kind of feeling really uneasy in the pit of your stomach. It feels like it's something real. There are some vibes with this guy and this date where it kind of crosses the moral line. There's a lot of shades of gray and a lot of nuance in this episode, and it winds up being a lot more straightforward scary than sci-fi scary as the characters come to get to know what's going on. So really enjoyed this one. And then episode 10 I wasn't really big on. This is the other one I wasn't a huge fan of. Called You Might Also Like. It is based on one of these 60s episodes in the original series. I think it's like a sequel or a piggyback onto that. There's some eggs in the town, and this woman wants to cancel her egg because she sees that she's having all kinds of memory loss problems and waking up in weird places, stuff like that. But the egg kind of makes the town happier and kind of gives them familial happiness. But the eggs are trying to have some nefarious plots, trying to do some things that you normally wouldn't want happening in your town. So they have to decide again, happiness or potential takeover kind of thing happening here. So not as big on that episode, but still solid. So again, 6 and 10, I wasn't a big fan of. The other 8 episodes I liked a lot. My personal 3 favorites here, number 1 were Ovation, number 2 was Try, and number 3 was the first episode, Meet in the Middle. Again, I love this series. It has had way more hits than misses. The production's great. The acting's very good. The stories are modern. They give you a message. They give you strong characters. They take you in a sci-fi direction. They're tense. They give you horror. They give you moments of comedy. They give you moments of nostalgia from the old episodes. The narration is great. The writing in general is very, very good. I can't say enough good things about both seasons of The Twilight Zone. So I gave Season 1 a 8 out of 10. I'm going to give Season 2 one of the highest marks possible for me, a 9 out of 10. I never give 10s, you guys know that, except in very rare occasion on this channel. I think maybe like Psycho and Halloween might have gotten 10s for me. Everything else gets a 9.5 or lower. I'm going to give this season a 9 out of 10. I love these. I love horror anthologies in general. I want other series like Tales from the Dark Side and Tales from the Crypt to come back. I want more seasons of this. So do you guys love The Twilight Zone, the old series and the new series? If so, what are your favorite and least favorite episodes? Tell me down below. And what other episodes and other seasons do you want to see come back and be remade for current day? Tell me in the comments down below. Friends, this has been TV Talk. Tell me what else you want me to review, and I'll be coming back very soon. Take care. Stay scared, friends.